Hey everybody, MrHollick here. Just want to welcome you to another week here at the 5 Awesome Optimists channel. It is Monday, November 28th, 2009. I just want to thank TheWillofDC for his awesome guest video this weekend. And if you haven't seen it, be sure to check out the link on the side. Also, I want to let you guys know that next weekend, Jordmate is going to be here with a great special guest video. If you guys are interested in making a special guest weekend video for the 5 Awesome Optimists, we'd love to have you. Just send me a message and I'll give you the details. Doesn't matter who you are, big channel, little channel, it's all the same here at the 5 Awesome Optimists channel. We're all just people. What I'd like to talk about today, is something really interesting that happened to me at the gym this past weekend. I was on the treadmill running a couple miles, and I spent about half an hour watching the, all the TV monitors up there, and they have them on all different stations, but the one right in front of me was showing the rodeo. And as an animal rights activist, the rodeo is just one of the most horrible places that they mistreat animals. Just imagine yourself in the bull's in the bull's hooves, so to speak. You got this guy that gets on you. They wrap a, cord around your testicles and just pull it tight until you're seeing stars. Then this guy jumps on your back and rides you around. Now, how would you all like this? I think this is just a horrible, horrible bit of speciesism, of how it's just horrible, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking right at it. I really, I try to look both ways, but, your eyes obviously drawn right to this spectacle. And I never really, it never really crossed my mind, what a spectacle the rodeo is and how just abusive it is to animals. And this isn't even really my whole, what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is when I was in this situation, I was forced to be in this environment, in this situation where I really couldn't do anything. Yeah, I could have stopped my workout, stopped my run, and walked off and come back maybe another time when that wasn't on the TV. But that's just not practical. I guess what I would like to know from you guys today is when you find yourself in a situation that is uncomfortable to you, how do you get through it? It was interesting today, or in my situation when I was running, and forced on the treadmill to, have to look at that, for over half an hour. It made me think a lot. It made me think a lot about, my values and my morals, and my ethics. And while it was hard to watch, it definitely made me think a lot, and I'm just wondering, what sort of situations do you guys find yourself in that make you think? What kind of unpleasant situations, in day-to-day life do you encounter that make you think about your own moral and ethical values? It's an important thing to think about. And a lot of times we don't really give it a lot of thought. We find time to sit down and eat, and we find time to watch our favorite TV shows. We find time to, go on the internet and do what we do. But how often do you actually just, take a moment to think about who you are and what your values are, and morally and ethically where you are in the grander scheme of things? Is it by choice, or is it just kind of by when you're thrown into a situation that makes you think? Kind of like I found myself in watching this rodeo. I think that a lot of times we just don't think about things. We take things for granted. And I think that I'm going to try to find a little more time in my life to sit down and think about my beliefs and my values and what I think is important in life. So anyway, what's most important today is it's Monday, and you can make this week the best week you've ever had, and I want you all to do it. All right, you all have a great week. MrHollick here, and keep on filming.